So I'm doing a collective message, see what's going on. My face has gone down, so I know that I'm also taking something for the pineal gland, which is where's my mic? There we go. Something for the pineal gland, which is clearing it, and some shungai. And I want to sing Four Non-Blondes. What's going on? Now, I keep finding marbles, so if there is anybody who knows anything, I've looked it up spiritually. It can be ancestors. It's supposed to be quite a positive sign to find marbles, but how many? Like, literally, they were everywhere, all over the floor. And then I found another one again today, all different colours. I slept with them under my bed last night, and I dreamt about a raven in the market. So I went to the market and found this, which has got beautiful feathers on, because I'm going to make some stuff. But yeah, so look at that. So maybe that was calling me, come. And strange, yeah, like I met a woman who's got a ranch in Ibiza, horses ranch, and just loads of beautiful connections. And another marble. I want a hat. But anyway, yeah, a new hat, new responsibility, new job role. New hat is taking on, or unearthing another part of your personality, creativity. Anyway, so yeah, if anyone's got any comments, knows anything about marbles, let me know, please. Protection of the highest level. I will only accept highest source level from the fairy realm. What would you like what's the message for the collective, the opportunities, the energies at the moment? Yeah, let's get into this. Let's get into this. And can someone tell me if my mic's on? There's nothing worse than having to try and shout all the time. So I don't know, we've got up until the 1st for the full moon. Message for the collective from the fairy realm. We have the 5 of Swords at the bottom, and the 5 of Swords is nobody taking any responsibility. It's called the blame game. Your fault, my fault, she said, he said. 5 of Swords isn't a great energy because it's mind games rather than being authentic. But that's at the bottom of the deck. So, and there's this like, I'm not taking responsibility. Nobody wants to take responsibility. 5 of Swords I call fuckery. And we have the Knave of Cups. The Knave of Cups is the beginnings of, in the heart space, the Knave being, like the baby of, in the heart space. So we are working from the heart. It could be a heart activation, news coming in, maybe from somebody younger, but it's like a new beginning that's in the heart space. It's something that's activating the heart chakra. So we're going to get a bit more on that. And she looks so happy. She's got these 2 purple things either side of her head. I've moved this. It's protecting my pineal gland. It's almost like, yeah, protection of the pineal gland, peace of mind, wings open, ready, fishtail in the water. And there's a new bud just about to open here. So we're going to get some more on that. But there's 5 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. But the Knave of Cups, it's like a fresh new way, thing, creation from the heart space. Give me something with the Knave of Cups. It's like the knaves represent the brand new journey. Ask for help and look in a book. Interesting. Look in a book. Whatever your question is right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. Now, what I love about this, look in a book, is you can randomly just pick up, there we go, is that better? You can randomly just pick up any old book, and if you have a question in your mind, you can just flip open the pages. So I found this book today after I found my marbles, and say I wanted to know something, you can just flick through the pages, ask the question and see what it lands on. So I went straight to a die is a balance on a marble which has been ground down slightly for stability. As in archboard, players take it in turns to be the keeper of the die. Any players wishing to have a shot pays the keeper 1 marble. So these marbles, I've asked, why am I finding these marbles? It's almost like they are currency. So this is called, the game is similar to Bounce. It's called Conqueror. Yeah, Conqueror. And it landed on number 23, which is 5, which means change. So whenever we get look in a book, that is exactly what we can do to get an answer. Ask for help. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone, and the fairies say now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. So it's literally going, what the fuck is going on here? Can I have some assistance, please? And being open to receiving it. You've got to, and that is having an open heart to receiving and believing that it will be answered and it will come, whatever it is that you're asking for. Clarity and direction, but also look in a book. Look in a book. Right, we'll get another one. I wish there was someone online who could tell me what the sound's like. I'm imagining it's okay. So give me something else on the Knave of Cups, which is like a heart activation, or something around, something that's, makes you, I went to bed grinning last night, so something that makes you feel like that. If you can sleep while smiling, you are winning. Look in a book, Knave of Cups, and ask for help. Look in a book, Knave of Cups, and ask for help. Oh, we got a few. Answers are within. So this is about this little child. She's almost, I want to say, going into the dark, but she's got a candle in her hand. So there's enlightenment to be found within dark times, but it's almost like she's coming out of, her world. It looks beautiful where she's coming from, but she's seeking answers. She's going out into almost, she's in the clouds. So it is about sleeping, but also it's kind of like the hermit. And a little bit of candle gazing might not go amiss with this. The answers are within, and it could be inner child. And again, with this Knave of Cups, that could be inner child as well, but we'll get some more on that. So, answers are within, and look in a book. We have quite a few, which is great. Intention. What are your intentions? What are you? This unicorn here with this horn is like our antennae. What we have to understand, whatever, is that our thoughts go out like little pings, like little antennae. What is it that we are, sending out? And if you want to ask for help, you can send that out as well. You can do it through songs and everything. So this is asking us to look at our intentions. What are our intentions? What do we want to bring into fruition? What are we leaving behind us? I love the fact that it's a unicorn, because obviously it's the horses. But what is this trail that we're leaving behind us as we're walking around, as we're thinking, as we're, really focusing on the intention? We have seek seclusion. So seclusion, and there's a full moon here. There's a trumpet blowing, which reminds me of the Judgment card, and it's that full moon coming up. Now, seclusion can be, when I think of seclusion, I think of it as two different types of things. I think of it as solace. She's there, she's asleep, she's having a rest amongst the flowers, she's dreaming. There's peacock feathers there, which is like this beautiful, abundance, but seclusion can also be I'll only accept whatever. Being secluded. I think I've got that right, but that's what it's saying to me. It's like this guy's coming in on this horse, and she's saying, like, no, I'm on my own. I'm the only one. There is only one of me. Seek it. Seek seclusion and a little time alone. Now, this is going to take some strength, or it is to find the strength. Now, these two are brown, and again, that looks like the full moon. But this fairy here is on a tiger. And strength speaks for itself. Inner strength, wisdom, courage, everything it would take to actually get on that tiger, jump on the tiger. Get on the tiger, jump on the tiger. So seek seclusion, strength, and ruminate. Now, I've had this before, and again, it is like this playing out of this. What are your intentions? What are you ruminating? What is being almost like digested? Is that a right word? Just going around, but she's playing the flute, so I'm going to go with the actual card. And it's like, what kind of song is coming out of this flute? What are you ruminating? What is the intentions? But this Knave of Cups, again, I'm going to get some more on that. Could be inner child work. Is there something that is repeating itself? Seek seclusion. So that is definitely going within and seeking the answers that you find, that you want, and asking for help. And angelic assistance is there, not just in like finding marbles or pennies or whatever, but being in the right place at the right time, overhearing conversations, or, if there is something you need an answer to, when we get in the flow of just being in the right place at the right time, when we're in a state of seclusion, we're in alignment, because there's no interference. And that's when you might get your answers. Right, give us a bit more on this Knave of Cups. The Knave of Cups is somebody young and quite immature in the heart space. So we've got the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords represents anxieties, fear and anxiety. She's looking at that bed and she is absolutely shitting herself. So this is sleepless nights, and fear and anxiety again only come up when our thought patterns are in a state of fear, of lack, or we're about to, say you're going to start a new job or start a new path. The ego creates this anxiety about new beginnings, about letting go of old stuff. But we can find the strength within to overcome the Nine of Swords, to once you have the answer, that what we think creates a feeling. So if we change our thought patterns, then we change the feeling, and then it's like there is nothing to fear. That will relieve any anxiety that may be coming up around this Knave of Cups. And she looks almost she looks stuck in it, but again, that is an illusion. Anything that's swords is in the mind space, and it's an illusion. It's nothing that can't be changed with a change of thought patterns. Let's have a look. We've got the Four of Swords, which is a time of healing, a time of rest, again seeking some seclusion, doing some healing, doing some inner work, but literally they're just taking care of each other. This is root self-care, foundational self-care. I eat when when I feel like it. I sleep when I feel like it. I need time out to recalibrate is what I'm getting with that. And then we have the Three of Cups on the moon underneath. The Three of Cups is bringing community and like minds together, bringing three people together, communities of like minds. But when I've had this card before, I always say that it's like activations possibly in the heart space, in the throat chakra, and in the third eye. And when all those are in alignment, that's when we attract the same on the outside in our crew, or whatever you want to call it, soul family. It's a community spirit. And then the Six of Cups. So yes, I think there is some inner child healing going on here with the moon. And this might be, the moon is enlightenment, the enlightenment around the head. And the wolf is howling. So let's get some more on this, because the Six of Cups normally is about memories coming back to the surface, things that have been pushed down, hidden, and being brought up. Possibly people coming back from the past as well. But I really want to say, like with this Knave of Cups, there's some inner child work, healing that might be going on at the moment. And this is what could be causing some anxiety around this moon. And that's this healing. So we'll get some more. But memories resurfacing, having the strength to actually, look the tiger in the eye. I am the tiger, it's the ring of the fight, rising up to the challenge of a hunt. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night, and he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. So it is about having the strength to look it in the eye. None of this Five of Swords. Let's get some more. Look in a book. answers within. So this came out sideways, Seven of Pentacles. So Seven of Pentacles is working towards something, learning something new, going back to college. And it came out sideways that there could be an opportunity, with this look in the book, there could be an opportunity of learning new skills. It's something that's coming in. When I see it when it lands sideways, I see it coming in. Learning new skills, whether that is going back to college or looking in a book, reading books, answers within. So that came out sideways. We've got the Seven of Wands. Now the Seven of Wands and then the Ace of Wands and the Knave of Pentacles. The Seven of Wands is boundaries. The Seven of Wands is I'm protecting what it is that I have, whether it be what you've been working towards, whether it be your abilities, your creative abilities, whatever it is. It's a reinforcement of boundaries, because he's put the dragon down, and he's got his mate's got one of the ones in his hand, and he's got his hand on his shoulder, and he's going, yeah, it's all right, mate. He's saying, but I'm boundaried up. So Seven of Wands is definitely a reinforcement of boundaries, maybe so that this healing, this inner child work can take place. We've got the Queen of Wands at the bottom. Now she is the she is queen of doing shadow work, going into the darkness, seeking the answers within, not afraid to look the tiger in the eye. And that's how she comes out. She comes out on fire. She's like, I've to be a queen or a king in the tarot is to have mastered, to have conquered all the other suits, and to actually wear the crown. The crown of the wands is going in and doing the healing, and then coming out and alchemizing it into a creative endeavor, a business endeavor, of being on fire, owning it. She owns it. So Seven of Wands, boundaries. And because of that, because of this need to seek seclusion and ask for help and go within, it has created another wand, which is a healing tool. And this is the sacral chakra. So this is where the creativity is. This is where the spark is. This is where the fire is. So 7 with the 1 is 8. And that is what brings in opportunities. You may get a ton of opportunities coming in, especially leading up to this full moon, with the Queen of Wands as well. 7 of boundaries, and then, even just learning boundaries gives you the ability to be able to do it over and over and over again with this wand. And people might need teaching how to use these boundaries, when to use these boundaries. And with this Ace of Wands comes the Knave of Pentacles, which is the beginnings of, again, like I said, it's this new journey, this brand new journey. So we've got the Knave of Pentacles and the Knave of Cups. So this is, Pentacles is in the 3D, something that you can materially, it's tangible, you can use it to create things. She's eaten a cherry, and in the cup space it's like heart-led, it's from the heart. I am doing whatever it is with this Ace of Wands from my heart space. It's a new beginning. There's almost like a childlike energy about it. And then the Knave of Pentacles is like the brand new birth of a new direction, a new venture, something that you can, look in a book. You could even write about all of this in a book. An abundance underneath that. So there's definitely a new beginning. Oh my God, they keep coming. And then shine from within. I'm going to move over to the Druid Tarot and just see if I can get some more on this, because there is anxiety and some healing, but the rest of it looks really, really promising. That just kind of fell over. 5 of Wands. So 5 of Wands is like a training ground. It's this like, it's argumentative, but it's like choosing your battles wisely. And it's almost like we go through challenges and we take the wisdom from those challenges. And it also helps us to decide, we'll be able to feel it out if it's coming round again. Is this something I want to participate in? Sometimes the 5 of Wands is ego based. It's I'm right, you're wrong, let's have a little, again, it's playground stuff, but there can be lessons learned in the playground to more recognize when that energy is present, and whether it's worth your time or energy participating in it. Give me something more on this Knave of Cups. How's the sound? Is anybody there? So we've got all of them. The Princess of Swords, clarity, news coming in. She's all adorned in blue. She has this sword in her hand. She's got clouds, daisies at her feet. She's barefoot on the ground. She is cloaked, so there's protection. But there's new clarity around something. There's a new thought pattern. A new way of... It's an insight or something that she's learned. And she's like, I've now got this sword. What am I going to do with it? It is the sword of the student learning, going back to college. So again, we did have that earlier. And then the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles wants for nothing. She just sits in her throne. She is abundant. She exudes abundance. She doesn't have any lack in her energy field, and she knows whatever it is that she wants will come to her, and she takes care of herself and takes care of those around her. That's bottom of the deck. Let's see if we can get anything else. So I just want to see what else we get. Oh, stop falling on the floor. I can see one of my marbles from here. Ten of Wands. And I literally felt that 10 of Wands whilst I was picking this card up. Carrying too much weight, carrying too much responsibility, putting the burdens down. It's enough is enough. That could be this trumpet call. This, like, that looks like the judgment call. That looks like the full moon. Seek seclusion. Because 10 of Wands is like, I can't carry anymore. I've got too much on my back. And then that is just an end of. And then at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Hanged Man. I'm not going to hold him up because he's naked, but it is seeing things from a different perspective, seeing things from a different angle. Give me something on this page, Knave of Cups, heart space, the beginnings of Princess of Cups. So it's the divine masculine, the divine feminine in the heart space, balanced out, the beginnings of. Now she's in autumn, she's in red, she's got her cup in her hand and she's got her eyes closed. Now, the knave here is a girl as well. I'm not saying anything to do with the sexes, but the princess is the divine feminine. So it's an activation in the heart space around something that is that is emotionally fulfilling. She is sniffing her cup, waiting to see what's in it, you know, that whole excitement of what's in my cup. This is my cup. Princess of Cups. And then the 8 of Cups at the bottom after the 10 of Wands is, I'm out of here. These cups, these 8 cups here, are not fulfilling me anymore. I can't find any. I mean, they are kind of out of the water. They're on solid ground. There's a stream around them, which makes them almost a little bit detached. And they are unfulfilling. So it's like, I've got to move on. I need to move upwards or away from this 8 of Cups has served its purpose, and it's time to move forward, to a new cup. Let's see what the Labyrinth fairies have to say. Hopefully you're getting something from this. I love the sound of the wood pigeon. It makes me feel like home. What do the Labyrinth fairies would like the collective to know? The message at the minute. The Master Maker. Oh, we got 2. So we got the Singer of Courage, which again takes strength. And the Alchemist. So we've got 8 and 27, which is 9. Number 8, the Singer of Courage. I mean, I'm going to read a little bit of it because bravery, sublimation of fear and moral strength. Most people have decided by the age of 3 or 4 what they must do in order to survive. From this decision, this belief about how the world is, most of our fears and self-limitations grow. Have we the courage to discover and break through these limiting beliefs, awaken to greater possibilities and go for our objectives? We need to transcend our fears and accept the gift of courage. In our lives, we're often constantly confronted with a new world, a new way of being in the world, a new way of seeing and of being seen. Ordinary lives takes courage, and to rise above the ordinary into the extraordinary takes even more courage. One of the keys to courage is to consider the fear and find a way to let the energy of the fear itself power the action. That is true courage. Just holding that up there. Holding that up the sheet. That's more enlightenment. I'm going to take the fear. I'm going to use it as a sword. And I'm going to move forward. Fairy wings formed of shifting light, emotion and energy are the manifestation of the power of those beings that transcend the mundane world. And then the Alchemist, 27. Inner transformation and irrevocable change. When Nile turns up in your readings, get ready for things to happen inwardly and outwardly. The stuck become unstuck, the blocked begins to move. You may have to run, 8 of Wands, to keep up with the speed at which the situations around you is moving. You must also be be surprised by the direction things and you are taking. You may find your plans, even your desires and dreams, changing as the transformative process takes place. It might not have been in your plans, but later on you'll look back and say, wow, it wasn't what I expected, but it was just what I needed. When we have been through such an alchemical process, we can never go back to what we were before, which is probably just as well. Often inner transformation is required in order to achieve what we wish for on the outer world. Just as conservatively changes on the outer world often elicit inner transformation. Personal inner change is the truest transformation of all. In the long run, it is the only change that really matters. Okay, I'm going to close. I am going to close with one of my earth magic. If we're ready. Earth magic. Princess of Cups, Knave of Cups. This could be inner child healing, but there's definitely something coming in to activate it. Sideways, nurturing. Gaia, nurturing. Look at that. If we could all just see Mother Earth like that. What a world. What a world. It came in sideways. Release. So it's what we're being given the opportunity for. And was the other card that came in sideways as well? Seven of Pentacles. So coming in, Seven of Pentacles is about something over, she's weaving a basket. So it's a skill or something worked over a period of time. And this release is probably coming up to the full moon. It says autumn equinox, but it's the energy of release leading up to this full moon. What am I looking at? Autumn. Or maybe between now and the autumn equinox. Now is the time to let anything in your life fall away that's no longer useful or needed for the energy expression of who we are. Allow yourself to gradually shed what has become burdensome and no longer congruent with your soul's purpose. Conserve your energy by allowing yourself more rest, while at the same time making preparations for the winter season. Look especially at your material possessions. And be brutally honest with yourself as you discern which of these can be given away or somehow released. Consider shedding relationships that have served their purpose and are no longer viable, as well as work or a job that has become devoid of interest and passion. With release comes a sense of being much lighter, just like the trees that openly bear their nakedness once their leaves have departed and give room for whatever new life is ready to birth, following a period of quiet gestation. So let go of whatever has outlived its purposefulness and trust that something else will take its place. And then Gaia, nurturing, at the bottom of the deck. If I can find it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Oh, got Green Man. Green Man. Nurturing. Receiving can be a sacred act of intention. It's to honour spirit. There we go. It is as holy as giving when performed with a humble and open heart, which is what the Knave of Cups and the Princess of Cups is, open-heartedness. This is even truer when receiving much needed nurturing, so let others give to you. It may be a stretch to do so at times because of childhood conditioning, but that habit can be overcome. Your wounds can be healed. One way to achieve this is to nurture yourself and allow others to nurture you. Consider the actions you take that are self-nurturing. What comes to your mind when you really think about doing beneficial things for yourself? Set aside your ritualized habits and beliefs that restrict the pure act of allowing your body, heart and soul to be nurtured. Lie on the earth and ask Gaia to rock you in her bosom as you breathe with her, relax into her loving care. And then underneath that we have the enfoldment, which is the lotus flower. I love you lots.